The story begins with a girl named Victoria who runs her own bakery. She named her bakery Cake Fairy. Victoria loves her work and spends most of her time baking. Her business partner and best friend Steph often tells her that she should also take out time for herself. She says that Victoria should like someone and think about marriage. But Victoria always avoids this talk. She is always busy trying to make her cakes perfect. Today too she is making a cake for a wedding. Steph tells her that if she allows, she will make a dating profile for her. But Victoria quickly replies that she only wants to grow their business right now. That is why she has never thought about these things. Steph becomes quiet and both start making the cake together. This cake has to be delivered to the wedding venue the next day. The wedding was of a rich business family. The groom's name was Jacob Adams. With him was his father's manager Henry, who was also Jacob's childhood friend. Henry sees some pretty girls and tells Jacob that he is rich and good-looking. Then why does he stay away from girls? But Jacob is not interested in these talks. At that moment, a girl named Lizzie arrives. She liked Jacob since childhood. But Jacob always tries to stay away from her. Lizzie is a famous vlogger. She can do anything for videos and fame. That is why Jacob does not like her at all. Lizzie asks Jacob about his project. Jacob replies that when everyone finds out, you will also know. Saying this, he walks away while answering a phone call. Outside, he takes off his coat and stands. At the same time, Victoria arrives with the cake. The cake is heavy, so she calls Jacob from a distance, thinking he is a waiter. At first, Jacob refuses to help. But then he understands that she thinks he is a worker. He smiles to himself and hides his real identity. They both carry the cake inside. Victoria thanks him. She asks for his name. He tells her his name is just Jake instead of Jacob. Jacob wants to talk to her more. The person who never talks to girls feels happy to meet Victoria. But Steph comes and says go back to work or your boss will get angry. The next day Victoria is working in her bakery. Just then Mint comes. He is her ex-boyfriend. He had cheated on her before and now he is getting married to another girl. He tells Victoria to make the cake for his wedding. Victoria agrees. When Mint leaves, Steph says, "Can't you see he is using you again?" She explains that if you do not stop being innocent, people will keep using you. But Victoria says she loves her work, so she does not behave badly with anyone. She says it, but deep down she knows she became soft-hearted again. Steph's words do not change her mind. On the other side, Jacob is in a meeting with his father Adams and their manager Hand. In the meeting, Mr. Adams decides to destroy his old building and build a new project there. Some small shopkeepers are still working in that building. Jacob does not like this decision at all. He says that removing those shopkeepers will be a big loss for them. Jacob believes that kindness is more important than money. But his father only talks about money. Jacob says he will never go against those innocent shopkeepers. Friends, if you are watching this video, then don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. At the same time, Steph tells Victoria that Adams Development Group wants to break all their shops. Victoria gets very upset after hearing this. She does not have enough money to open her bakery in a new place. Steph gives her support and says that if they take our work away, we will not stay silent. We will stand together and ask for our right. Victoria feels strong after listening to Steph. The next day, Victoria takes some banners and goes towards the Adams Development Group office to protest. On the way she stops to buy coffee. Jacob also comes there. Victoria feels happy to see him. She asks him to join the protest so they can spend some time together. Jacob agrees, but when Steph tells him that the protest is against Adams Development Group, he gets shocked. Because he knows this company belongs to his father. Now he tries to make an excuse to leave. But Victoria keeps asking him to come. In the end, Jacob agrees. Everyone reaches the office of Adams Development Group for the protest. They all start protesting together. But Jacob has to hide his face behind the poster. Because if his father sees him on the news, it will be a problem. Inside the office, JJ watches the protest and sends the guards to stop the people. Because of this, everyone has to leave the place. While leaving, Victoria hugs Jacob because he supported them in the protest. At this moment, Jacob asks Victoria to go out with him the next day. She agrees with a little shyness. The next day, she waits for Jacob outside a bookshop. Then Jacob arrives and they go inside the shop. Inside, she starts looking at the books. She finds an old edition of her favorite book. But it is very expensive, so like always she ignores it. Jacob sees this and wants to give her the book, but Victoria refuses. After coming back, she looks happy in her bakery. Steph asks her the reason for her happiness. Victoria tells her that she and Jacob went out yesterday and she liked Jacob very much. Steph feels happy that finally Victoria likes a boy. Later, in a coffee shop, Hank shows Jacob the protest video of Steph, which suddenly became famous on the internet. Jacob does not take it very seriously. But when his father finds out about the video, he gets very angry. Because as the video becomes more viral, the problem for Adam's development group becomes bigger. He tries to talk to the city mayor on the phone. On the other side, Jacob takes Victoria to a nice hotel for dinner. They spend good time together. But Lacey is also at the same hotel. She gets surprised when she sees Jacob with another girl. She records a video and posts it on her blog. The next day, Hank shows Jacob the video and asks what he was doing with the girl who is protesting against their company. Jacob tells him the truth. He says he likes Victoria. But he asks Hank not to tell this to his father. Meanwhile, Victoria is working in her bakery. Steph asks her about Jacob. Victoria has started to love Jacob, but she does not know much about him. Whenever she asks questions, Jacob changes the topic. Steph finds Jacob's behavior strange. She tells Victoria that maybe Jacob is hiding something. Victoria does not take it seriously. On the other side, Hank is sitting in a cafe. Lacey comes there and starts talking sweetly. Hank likes Lacey, but she always ignored him. Today she suddenly invites him out. Hank gets doubtful. He asks about the girl with Jacob. He understands that Lacey is only talking to him for her own reason. So he says he does not know her name, but she is not interested in you. After saying this, he walks away. Lacey keeps denying it. The next day, Victoria takes Jacob to the beach. Jacob lives in the city but has never been there. He really likes the place. Victoria also tells Jacob about Adam's development group and how they work. Jacob wants to tell his truth, but he cannot say it directly. So he changes the topic and says he has started to like her. Victoria gets very happy. She says the same. She feels so happy that when Steph tells her that her ex-boyfriend called for a wedding cake, she gets angry. She scolds Brandon and says she will not make a cake for him. She also lets out her feelings. Steph feels very happy to see this. Now she believes that nobody can fool Victoria anymore. Now Jacob tells his father in a meeting that they should find another place for construction. But his father does not agree. He says he has invested a lot of money. Jacob says that money is not everything in life. But his father laughs and says if money is not important, then why do people run after it like crazy? At night, Jacob goes to a play area with Victoria. They enjoy their time together. After spending time with Jacob, Victoria becomes more confident. The next day she takes many people with her and goes again to protest. This time she stands in front and leads the protest. The protest is strong. After the protest, when she is packing her things, Jacob's father comes and makes fun of the protest. He says no matter what you do, the construction will happen. After that, Jacob comes to Victoria with the intention to tell the truth. Victoria gives him a sweet dish that she made by herself. Jacob says it reminds him of his grandma. He tells her that after his grandma passed away, his father stopped eating sweets. Jacob is about to tell Victoria the truth about himself. But just then Steph arrives. Jacob is not able to say anything. Steph does not stay long because she does not want to disturb them. She quickly leaves. But now Jacob feels like he has missed the right time. So, he tells Victoria that he has to go out of town for some important work. But in reality he has to attend a meeting with his father. In the meeting, Jacob's father looks very worried. Earlier the government was on their side. But now, due to pressure from the people, even the government is stepping back. That's why he talks to Hank. After the meeting, Jacob's dad walks out. Hank comes after him and explains to Jacob that he is lying to both his father and Victoria. Actually, Hank is worried about Jacob. He says that if your dad finds out the truth, I will not be able to help you. Then he walks away. On the other side, Victoria is busy in her cake bakery. During that time she receives an order. The order is for a political event where the mayor of the city is also going to come. Then it is revealed that the person who called Victoria was someone like us. Victoria and Steph quickly start making the cake. On the night of the event, Jacob and Hank are also present there. Hank asks Jacob if he has told Victoria everything honestly. because the more you delay, the worse things will become. Jacob replies that he is not able to tell the truth. He says he does not have the courage to say that his father is the same developer who wants to take away her shop. On the other side, Victoria is on the way. She says that ever since Jacob came into her life, she has changed a lot. She now wants to know Jacob better. At the party, Lacey comes to Jacob and asks him to dance. Jacob refuses. Lacey tries to blackmail him and says she knows he likes Victoria. "If you don't dance with me, I will tell your dad about it." To hide this secret, Jacob is forced to dance with Lacey. Just then, Victoria and Steph arrive with the cake. Steph sees Jacob dancing with another girl. She immediately shows it to Victoria. Victoria quickly goes to Jacob and asks what is happening. "You said you were going out of town. How do you have time to dance with girls while working as a waiter?" This is actually Lacey's plan. Jacob is now trapped in it. At that moment, Jacob's father arrives and tells Victoria that she cannot talk to his son like that. When Victoria finds out that Jacob is the son of J.J. Edmond, she is very shocked. She becomes very angry. She thinks that all the promises Jacob made were lies. He was only spying for his father. Victoria left angrily from there. While leaving, she kept crying, because she was betrayed once again. And once again, someone took advantage of her true heart. When she reached home, Jacob called her. But Victoria did not answer his call. The next day, Jacob sent Victoria the same book which she had liked very much. He also called again. But Victoria still did not pick up the call. This made Jacob very worried. A few days passed like this. One day, an idea came to Victoria's mind. She made a cake and went to the Adams Development Group office. There, she went straight to Jacob's father, J.J. Adams's room. Jacob and Hank were also present there. Victoria told Jacob's father that he was powerful. She said, "Tell us, no matter how much we protest, you will not lose." But she said she had come because of his son, because he was a good person. And she believed that he was also a good person, because he had raised Jacob well. Jacob had told her about his grandmother, and also that after she passed away, his father stopped eating sweets. Then Victoria gave them the cake she had made. Seeing the cake, J.J. Adams asked, "Are you trying to bribe me?" Victoria replied, "No, it is nothing like that. I do not do this work to become rich. I do this because it makes me happy." Then J.J. Adams ate the cake and liked it very much. Its taste was exactly like the one Jacob's grandmother used to make. After that, when Victoria was in her bakery, Jacob came. He said, "What you did changed everything. My father changed his decision. Now he will not demolish your shops." Then Jacob apologized to Victoria because he had been lying to her for many days. This time Victoria forgave him. After some days they got married. And this is how the movie ends. If you liked the story, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you, see you in the next video.